refinement. With drama as men hunt for gold. Action as men fight for gold.
And the frontier blazed with the fury of angry fighting men, thundering to battle to the rousing tempo of their own fighting song, writing history with the flashing strokes of their sabers. Men who'd rather die with their boots on than see their flag crumpled in defeat. All under the flaming command of the man they'd follow straight to Hades, General George Custer.
And the rest of the world watched and waited, while an undaunted man and an untried gun wrote a valiant new chapter into the annals of conflict.
Into the grim chapters of Cheyenne. And every outlawed gun across 7 states had marked him as a target. For his was the most dangerous assignment along the frontier, the stagecoach guard, riding shotgun. Cruel, dangerous, treacherous mile, where every inch of the way was plagued and plundered by the most ruthless marauders that ever infested the West.
Blood on the Moon, a peril-packed saga of the grazing lands, of stampeding cattle and ruthless men who ride by day and kill by night.
This was the Wyoming Territory in the late 1800s, where restless men built an empire with their bare hands. Slim Sherman and Jess Harper were 2 of these men.
All right, get going.
Adventure leaps out of the past to whip the screen into a frenzy of thrills. This is a story to shock you out of your seats.
If you didn't fix him first. Handy with a gun, a girl, or a guitar.
They're talking about Wyatt Earp.
Savage as the deadly arena in which it explodes, comes the story of the man called Yellowstone Kelly, who stood tall as thunder and grim as war smoke.
And half-brother to the man dispatched to bring him in, dead or alive.
Across Badlands, seething with the fury of the red man's last stand, a cavalry column races against time to reach the embattled Michigan 7. But time had run out, and the trap he set for one man became an ambush that threatened an entire regiment. From amazing triumphs on Civil War battlefields to lightning attacks against the warring Indian tribes of Dakota's Black Hills, it's Errol Flynn in his greatest role, reliving the glorious adventures of America's Golden Cavalier. Montana, in the early days of the territory, when one man rewrote history, and his one bullet was the signal that stampeded the parched and hungry herds of the pioneers onto Montana's lush plains. Plains forcibly and illegally held from them by the great land barons.
The massacre of a British army post at Chakotay. A savage revolt by border tribesmen.
Rifleman, shooting straight, walking tall, respected and feared.
Here, the great Texas breakup of '77 began.
And it's once-in-a-lifetime combination of today's hottest star names. You've seen nothing like them together, and here at Rio Bravo, nothing can tear them apart.
Where the stakes are high and the bets are as low as a human life. An adventurous stranger with several notches on his gun.
And the flowing treasure in the earth belongs to the one strong enough to take it and hold it. Where the wind of adventure blowing wild reaps its strange harvest.